Hey everyone, I'm Amanda with St. Louis Makeup Artist, and my lovely model today is Renee. She just woke up and this is what she looks like every day.
Yup, me without makeup.
Way to go, Matt.
You married a good one.
This is our last day of a tutorial of the week. Hope you've enjoyed. We've enjoyed working on them together. And today's look obviously is a zombie. And let's get started. Here are a few tools that you're going to need. You'll need your Skin Prep and Prime. This is what you put on first to make sure the makeup goes on smooth and well. You will need a white face paint and then a few different colors. This is a bruise wheel that I bought at a local costume shop, and I have black, green, red, and even a little hint of yellow. Oatmeal, blood gel, stage blood, liquid latex or flesh latex, some sponges, translucent finishing powder with a powder brush, and then a good old-fashioned tissue, which I've already taken apart and torn into pieces because you definitely want those rough edges. And you can do them big, you can do them little. This is going to give you that flesh wound look where the face is kind of hanging off of itself, so the bigger the better. Let's get started. First step you want to do is put primer on your face. Renee is already primed, so the next step is to put white face paint on her face. And you just want to do a little layer all over. It does not have to be perfect. I've never seen a perfect zombie. The goal is to make her look pale and dead. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to blacken out Renee's eyes. You can use eyeliner, eyeshadow. I'm going to use the black cream from the Color Wheel to do this. Close your eyes. I'm going to hollow out her cheeks too, and I'm going to take the same black underneath her cheekbone, make a line, and then just blend it back and forth. Okay, I'm going to show you two different ways to do wounds. The first way is to take a little bit of liquid latex and add some oatmeal into it and mix it up. And that's going to give you kind of that chunky brain look. This is going to get a little messy, so make sure you're wearing the shirt that you're supposed to wear that night, so that can get messy too. You put that right on the head. Anywhere you want. I like putting it in the hairline. I'm going to let that dry and work on the other wound, and then we'll come back and finish both of them out.
Chunk those brains up.
The next one I'm going to show you is going to be that fleshy where her skin's kind of falling off, and you need liquid latex and a tissue, which I've torn up along the edges. And what you're going to do is take your sponge, put some liquid latex on her cheek, and then place the tissue on that liquid latex. Get a little bit more. Lather that thing up. And it doesn't have to be pretty, the messier the better. And you can even put chunks here and there everywhere, so I'm layering it. And then let this dry.
Thanks, Mom.
Now that this side wound is dry, we're going to keep working on this to allow the oatmeal one to dry. What you're going to do is take your tweezers and pull that tissue apart. It's going to be a little difficult, so be careful and take your time.
Just kidding.
And once again, the edges don't have to be perfect. And I don't recommend using scissors because you could cut yourself.
Where the other person?
Do I know by example? I will not tell. And then pull it apart some. And then leave the tissue on there hanging, and that's going to give you that nasty fleshy effect. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fill this in to make it look like a nice ugly bloody wound with the black cream and the red cream and even a little bit of the green. What's really going to complete this wound is the blood gel and the stage blood. The blood gel is very thick and gooey. Put that on first. You just want to dab it everywhere. The gel blood is on, and I'm going to finish this off with the stage blood, which is pretty runny. And instead of applying it directly to, I'm going to take an old, simple art brush, put a little bit of the blood on the tip of it, and flick it. And there's the flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound. We're going to come up to the oatmeal head wound, which is the very same concept that we did on the side here. You're going to take your sponge and get the black, red, and green tint and dab it all in there. It's important with the oatmeal one not to wipe, but to dab, otherwise the oatmeal is going to fall off, and then it's pointless. I'm going to do the stage blood now, which is the gooey blood. Last part for that wound is the liquid blood, and this is where you flick it on. It got on me. Do not wear good clothes for this, kids. Maybe you should do the blood flicking outside, because you might get it on the ceiling.
Might be a good idea.
Last but not least, I'm gonna put some of the nastiness on her mouth, because zombies eat people. So I'm gonna take a combo of the blood gel, the black, the red, the green, and just get it all over. It doesn't have to be pretty. It can even get into the teeth a little. Not for Renee. And you could go as heavy or as light as you want to here. And we just did the makeup on Renee's face, but you can go even further and do it on her neck, on her arms, and a few more tricks that you can do to even authenticate this a little bit more is take some of the black and the green and make little vein lines all over her neck. And you don't have to be perfect. It's just little swashes here and there. And then try to connect them every now and then. You can have them coming from her neck, down underneath her shirt. You can have them coming from behind her ear. That does create a nice little something something. One last little effect that you can do is, how many times have you seen a movie and a zombie is dragged by a car? You can do that by taking a mascara wand, which is also called a spoolie, get into your red cream makeup and your blood gel, and that's going to create those marks where they've been kind of dragged across the ground a little.
That's pointless, isn't it?
Give me mean.
Like, seduction.
Renee is a pretty seductive dog zombie. It's been a great week.
It has been a great week. Yeah.
I'm Amanda. I'm Renee.
You are?
Halloween.
Look, you're so pretty.
Ah ha 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 ha.